Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Elise, for those of you who are new. I hope that you are all safe and well. Today I have got a simple wreath card, perfect for welcoming a new neighbor to your neighborhood. Here is a look at the project and let's get into it. So here is what I've got out for stamping. Got the WPlus9 Welcome Wreath stamp set and the coordinating dies. This is an older set, but I love it. I have got some circle dies from Waffle Flower Crafts. This brick background is from the Ink Blot shop. And I've got some Gina Design inks, Jelly Bean Green, Kraft, and Powder Blue. Some of my favorites. I've also got a piece of Simon Says Stamp Fog cardstock and a piece of Nina 110 pound. Let's get into the stamping. I've already used my anti-static powder tool on this fog cardstock. I'm just using some Versamark so that I can heat emboss, getting a good impression there. And then I'm going to use some Hero Arts white embossing powder on this background. I love this background because obviously it looks like bricks, and I just thought it was perfect for this wreath. So just making sure I get a good coating of the powder onto this project, and then I'll go ahead and heat set it. So now it's all nice and heat set, and I can move on to the rest of my stamping. I've got this sped up just a little bit. It took me a little while to do the stamping. So I'm stamping the wreath in 3 parts. So I've got the kind of wood part of the wreath. I forget what that's really called. It's not quite a wood material. If you have a wreath like this, you know what I'm talking about. I'm using that Kraft from Gina K. I'm just using a microfiber towel and some Brutus Monroe Squeaky Clean cleaner just to clean these up in between my stamping. I'm not going to use the leaf layer and use that Jelly Bean Green ink from Gina K. I think that the Jelly Bean Green is the most cheerful green ink that I think that I own, and I really, really love it. So just going ahead and getting that leaf layer down. I love how simply this all comes together. Cleaning that off, and then I'm going to go in with the flower layer, and I'm going to be using that powder blue ink. This is just such a lovely soft blue color. Again, some of my favorites. I really love the Gina K inks, and I reach for them a lot. Just stamping that down, and that will complete this stamping that I need to do to build my wreath. There are lots of other wreaths that you can use to build out different wreaths from this set. So now I've got that circle die, and I'm just going to go ahead and tape that down and run it through my die cut machine. There's no coordinating dies for these wreaths, but I wanted it cut out, so just using a regular circle die to at least get the shape. I did kind of cut it a little bit off center, which was a little bit annoying, but I kind of cover it up here with this little bow. I have die cut the bow and the welcome, also from that coordinating die set, out of that powder blue cardstock from Gina K. And I've got this little to the neighborhood sub-sentiment that I have stamped in that powder blue again. And I'm just going ahead and cutting this with my paper trimmer. Now I am just gluing this project together. This one came together pretty quick, so the video is short today. Just getting that bow on where I want it, kind of down in the center. And then I'm going to use some foam tape to pop up the welcome sentiment, as well as the to the neighborhood. I do use some of the Doris little foam strips. I can't find them in stock right now, but I will link a similar product down below. All of the products that I'm using today are linked down below in case you have an interest in looking at anything. I do, on some of my links, I do get a little bit of an affiliate commission. It doesn't cost you anything to use my links, but it helps me buy more stamps and dies so I can make more videos and projects to show you guys. I really don't make money off of this. It's a hobby for me, but at least that allows me to buy a few more stamps and dies, mostly so my husband doesn't wonder why all of our money is going to crafting. Back to the project. I've got that welcome. I'm just cutting little slivers of foam tape, teeny tiny little slivers to go behind those words. If you wanted to make this easier, don't pop it up. This part actually took me quite a while. I cut this part down because I think it actually took me about 20 minutes. It was silly, but I'll pretty much do anything for foam tape. I love foam tape, especially on sentiments. I love to give dimension to my cards. So do as I say, not as I do. Just use some liquid glue on these. So just going ahead and getting all of that foam tape separated. I hope that you are all doing well. I know we're still staying at home here, and I know a lot of people are still making an effort to stay at home, and I hope that you and your families are well and staying safe. Just adding a little bit more foam tape. That the top was hanging off, and it really needed 2 layers. And that, for the most part, completes my card. I do decide to add some Nuvo jewel drops. These are the translucent drops, but they're kind of a little bit of a color to them. Really not a ton. These almost dry clear, just have the slightest little blue to them. I think this would also be really fun if you wanted to add in another color. This would be really fun with like a pink or a yellow, if you're going for a similar color scheme that I did. But I just love these little enamel dots. They just add a little something. And I am just gluing down this panel to an A2 sized card base, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I use Nina 110 pounds. So just going ahead and gluing this down, and then that will complete my card for today. This was a pretty quick and simple card, but I just wanted to show it to you. I think sometimes quick and simple cards that don't take a lot of time to come together, are really nice to just have in your back pocket and be able to whip out when you need it, because we don't always have 2 hours to make a single card. Am I right? I hope that you have enjoyed watching this video. Please subscribe to see more from me. And if you hit the bell, then you'll be notified every time that I post a video. There are a few other videos from me up if you want to keep watching more crafty videos, and I will catch you in the next one.